Hello everyone, welcome back to the Galway Sea Tech YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be unboxing, installing and showing you some tips and tricks with the Google Nest smoke and carbon monoxide alarm. I'll be bringing you through how to install it, set it up and some features that you might not be aware of. So let's get started. Before I begin, I just want to emphasize, if you're not a qualified and competent electrician, please do hire someone that is insured, registered and qualified to do any electrical installations. In this particular video, I'll be showing you how to install the alarm, but this is an educational video and please do hire someone that is qualified in this area. So this is the Google Nest box. As you can see, some important things to note: that it's a wired 230 volts version. You can get the battery packed ones, but for my installation I'm going to be wiring it to the main supply. I've used some of the other Google Nest products. I'm using the smart thermostat for controlling my heating system, and I also have a Google Home speaker. I particularly like using the Google ecosystem because I've an Android phone and everything works seamlessly. If you're I suppose into Apple products, you might use the Apple ecosystem, but this is my preference for my home. So some things to note, I suppose, on the side. I suppose it gives just a high level overview. It detects fast and slow burning fires and carbon monoxide, speaks in a friendly harmonized voice. You can silence the alarms from your phone, and you can test obviously the alarm from your phone, and it'll detect and notify you if the battery is running low as well. So let's open it up. So when you're opening it up, there's this inside cover that has some of the documentation associated with it. So if you open up this, you can see when you open it up, it gives you some of the LED indications. So in the center of the alarm, it illuminates different colors based on its status. So as you can see here, you have blue, green, grey, yellow, red. So these all mean different things, and I'll bring you through those later on in the video. Some of the other documentation then is just some, I suppose, installation guidelines in terms of the base unit, the Nest, and then some screws and connectors that need to apply. And then it gives, I suppose, an outline of where alarms should be located in your home, how to disconnect the main breaker before the installation and that type of stuff. Again, this particular page brings you through the wiring layout and the terminals associated with the alarm, and I'll be bringing you through some of that stuff. So let's unpackage the actual alarm itself. So this is the main unit. Again, it has all the smarts inside it, connects to your Wi-Fi. So if you just pull off the plastic cover, you'll see a tag here. If you unplug this, the battery is enabled once you plug out the tag, and it allows you to set it up. The other thing inside then is this is the base unit. So this is what you actually mount onto the wall or onto the ceiling, and I'll be showing you how to install that. And then what you have here then is some terminals to allow you to terminate in your cables, some screws, 4 screws, and then what you have, I suppose, is your live and neutral, live being brown, blue being neutral, and this is your connector then to connect into the actual main unit. I quite like the base unit. I suppose it has different screws for mounting in different locations, so depending on where the timber is or the concrete wall is, you can fix it at different points. So that's quite good. Quite like that feature in it. So that's basically it. There are a couple of things that I want to bring to your attention. The first is obviously the manufacturing date and the replacement. It's important to replace the alarm unit every 10 years, and as you can see, this unit must be replaced in 2029. What I have seen with some insurance companies in Ireland, when you are getting home insurance, that they have a clause in the insurance that if you don't have your alarms replaced every 10 years, that you must get it done. So it's important to be aware of it and to change it every 10 years. The next thing is there's this little button here, and what that does is it gives you access to the battery pack. So if you flip it open, I've pulled out the plastic remover, and you just push in the batteries and the device becomes activated. This little symbol here means that the device is double insulated, so it doesn't need an earth. So when I put in the connector, the female connector, you can then wire in your live and neutral to the main supply. You have a mini USB port here for, I suppose, if you need to update any devices or do some diagnostics or any of that type of stuff. I think the device can be powered off that as well if needed. And then what you have here is a barcode matrix, and that's used for setting up the device. So that's just a basic overview of some of the features that you need to be aware of at the back. This blue illumination indicates that we're in setup mode. So first of all, you need to open up your Nest app, and you need to go add a new device and go continue. And I'm going to scan the code with my app. So I've scanned the code, and I'm going to click next. And I'm going to be installing this alarm in the hallway. And I click next. It's looking for the Wi-Fi network. I'm going to connect to my Wi-Fi network, and I'm going to enter my password. So once the unit is connected, you get this little notification added to your account, and you just go next. So you can set up a sound check, so you can enable or disable this. I'm going to disable for the moment. I'm going to click next. So this just gives you a setup guide on how to install the Nest device. This gives you more tips on the safety checks to do. And that's the setup done. You click done, and you can see the device here, and you can see that it's powered off at the moment. So now I'm going to do the actual installation for the device. First thing you need to do is you need to take off the cover of the existing alarm. Depending on the alarm, there are different ways to take it off, but for this particular brand that I have here, it has a push mechanism that I need to push in and release to open, and it should slide out like this. So now we just check. I've disconnected the breaker, and now the power has been removed, so it's safe to disconnect. Something to be aware of when you're actually installing these units is you need to make sure that there's enough clearance within the hole as you're swiveling the unit to the base unit. Otherwise, what will happen is that the connector will start catching on either on the concrete wall or in my instance on the slab. So you need to make sure to have enough clearance to allow the connector to go up and swivel. And once you've done that, then you take the connector, you plug it in to the Nest smoke alarm, and you carefully place the cable up. Then there are 3 different grooves, 1, 2, 3, and on the unit there are 3 little lips, 1, 2, 3, and you just need to make sure that you align them correctly. So to do that, you just place the unit. It can be tricky enough. And just swivel it from left to right. So what you need to do now is just give it a quick pull to make sure everything is okay. And that's the unit securely fixed. So the next thing you need to do is just turn on the AC supply. So turn back on your breaker. You can just press the button.
Ready in the hallway. Press to test.
So we'll do just a brief test.
Ready in the hallway. Press to test. Ready in the hallway. This is only a test. The alarm will sound. The alarm is loud. The test starts in 10 seconds. Press to cancel. 10, 9, 8,
So to cancel
7,
the alarm,
6,
just press the button.
Cancelled.
So I'm going to do a test.
Ready in the hallway.
So you press the button.
Press to test. This is only a test.
So now it's going to do a
The alarm
test.
will sound. The alarm is loud. The test starts in 10 seconds. Press to cancel. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is only a test. Testing smoke.
So red indicates that there's an alarm.
Monoxide.
Blue indicates that it's setting up.
Just a moment. Finishing up. The test is finished. Everything looks fine.
So that's just how to do a simple test the manual way. Now I'm going to show you how to do it from the Nest mobile app. So open up your Nest, go into Protect. It's telling me hallway everything is okay. So I click on Checkup. So I'm going to go Continue. So it's going to do the test in 10 seconds.
Testing smoke. Testing carbon monoxide.
That's how to install a smart Nest smoke alarm. I hope you like the content. If you do, please subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. That's it for me. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.